Welcome to AST 1002 Descriptive Astronomy. I am your professor, Eric Christensen. I will guide you through this fascinating study. You're in for a treat. Students have told me this course is fun, it's challenging, but they learn a lot and they enjoy it. And most importantly, I want you to walk away from this course having a better appreciation for science and especially astronomy related things, because you'll read about them every day in the newspaper for the rest of your life. So this is just a quick overview of the course. The most important thing you can do is print out the syllabus right from D2L, and in particular the last page. That's the one you should put in the front of your notebook or on your refrigerator door, wherever you keep important papers that you want to be able to see, because you can literally check it off week by week what you're doing. As long as you follow, this course is very regimented and structured. If you follow along with that, you'll have no trouble. Students have told me there's no problem as long as they keep up with it. So it goes week by week. The course runs from 8 a.m. on Wednesday to 8 a.m. on Wednesday. So you'll always know that that's your due date for anything that week, whether it's a quiz, an assignment, a discussion board, or an exam. You have the whole week, you pick it out. So don't start, at 7:30 on Wednesday morning, because you got a lot of stuff to do. You got to do it in advance of that. But that allows you, if you work on the weekend or you take the weekend off, however you structure your life, you can do it before the weekend or after the weekend and still be successful. And that is my goal, is to help you to be successful in this course. There's no reason you shouldn't be. Okay, I'm going to quickly go through some of the things. You could read about them on D2L. Both in the syllabus, and then I have separate sections. I've even put videos on certain things to help them. And if something's unclear, just email me, call me, or even stop by my office. My office hours are on the syllabus. You can check those. Email me, let me know you're coming, and I'll be sure I'll have a welcoming for you. Or we can set up another time if that doesn't work. But those are the times that I can make available for sure. Okay, so 12 chapters of the book. We're going to cover that throughout this term. So obviously, there's a little more than, we have about 15 weeks, so we split one chapter, and the first week's not even a chapter, it's just the introduction. It's to get you ready. So each week along, the text is relatively cheap. You should get it for less than 20 bucks. You can buy it online, buy a used one, probably even for a couple dollars plus shipping. But you need to have a book, obviously. So you figure that out. But it's black and white, no colored pictures, because there's plenty of those available online. So why pay for those when you can go view them perfectly nice online? So along with the textbooks, there are active explorations. Those are little Java applets which take one concept and have a simulation or a flashcard or something particular to help you understand some of the subtler points of that concept. So go through those at your convenience, at your leisure, as you'd like to. There's no grade on those, but I think they will help you understand things. There's videos to watch. They start on the fourth week, but I found them all on YouTube. Someone posted them all on YouTube, and so I've got links to them, so you don't have to buy them. Okay, but you click on that and watch those. Consider that like going to a lecture. So you would take some notes hopefully if you went to lecture. So do that with watching the videos, and they correspond with the topics we're studying those weeks. Each week there is a question of the week, and that's where I put up a conceptual question. I want you to post your response. There's usually not a right or wrong. Some rights are better than are more correct than others, but it's your personal feelings. But I really want you to also is to respond to the postings of two other students. Okay, don't just say, "Hey, I agree with you." You explain why, or add something to them, or comment on how good of a posting they had. All right, so to get full credit, you have to post yours and respond to two others. Otherwise, you'll get less than full credit. There's no sense in that. That's easy points. Okay, there's a quiz each week. It's a mastery type quiz. So you can take it as many times as you want, and only the highest score counts. Students have taken it 20 times in a week. Now, the reason they do that is because they use that as part of their study guide. It helps introduce more of the concepts of the chapter, and it helps get ready for the tests. They come from a larger database, so the questions are scrambled and rotated, recycled. All right, so you won't get the same questions 2 times in a row for sure. All right, so I'm looking at the syllabus, which is what you should be doing each week, and marking things, checking them off, showing you're successful. But there's an orientation assignment. basically do what's required for week 1. There's a series of different things I want you to do. Discussion boards and read something, watch some videos. So do all those things, and then there's even a discussion board on your backup plan to tell me suppose your computer goes out in a week, or your internet. Boy, my internet here at the house with Comcast isn't always up to speed, but if I was taking a test, I would need to have a backup plan. I want you to tell me what your backup plan is. Okay, so there are 4 exams, roughly every 3 weeks. They cover 3 to 4 chapters. You'll be warned far in advance, but you can see them right on. You can mark it down. You have the whole week, so you decide what's most convenient for you to take them. Whether you take them right at the end of the other stuff, or you wait the whole week. 2 main projects. The biggest one is the Lunar Observation Project. Many students have told me that's they get the most out of that of the whole course. It is worth 20 points, so that's 200 points, which is 20% of your grade. And on top of that, if you submit it early, I'll give you a 10% grade boost, which is a whole letter grade for the project. That date is on the last page of your syllabus. So there's 5 parts to it. You got to watch the moon. You got to correlate it with tides. You got to draw some pictures, answer some questions. So read through that so you understand it. Once you get into it, it's really, you don't have to get up in the middle of the night. You can just plan your sighting. Sometimes it's in the evening. Sometimes it's in the morning. You got to watch. Sometimes in the middle of the day. All right. So you're going to learn a lot about the moon. More than you ever thought you wanted to know about the moon. I'm also going to give you a star project. By week 2, I will have assigned you a star, and you're to take concepts from the book that we're studying and apply it to one specific star. So you obviously can't find all that in the textbook. You're going to have to look online or maybe go to the library, but probably get everything you need online. Shouldn't be very hard. But answer that. There's some different parts to that. Okay, that's 10%, which is 1 full letter grade in your course. And if you submit it early, you get a 10% bonus, which would raise up your letter grade on the project. And you can get over 100 points. So you ought to plan on doing good on both of those. I also have a new assignment this time. It's called the Current Astronomy event. Virtually every day, if you look in a newspaper, you'll find some article about NASA or discovering of a planet or some meteor shower, some astronomical event. I want you to find one of those that's interesting to you and write a sort of reflection on it, a little comment. How does it apply to our course? And put a picture from it. Cite your references. Put a link to the references. Fine. All right. There's more guidance on that on D2L. That's worth 40 points. Easy points. You should get the full points on that. But it's to help you, or to sort of encourage you to look beyond just a textbook. Look at what's really happening, current events in astronomy. Let me look here real quickly. Self-reflections. After each exam, I'm going to have basically 2 questions. What do you think your grade is, and what do you need to do to improve? Now, if you've got a 95%, you can say, I'm doing everything right. I would agree with that. But maybe you're not doing so good. You do poorly on an exam. Well, there ought to be something you ought to figure out how you should improve. So I want you to think a little bit about how you did on things and write down a couple sentences on how you think you can do better. All right? And I will comment back onto you and maybe give you some suggestions if I can. All right. I think that's about it, all I'm going to say. We do have star parties, okay? Every couple of weeks, and the schedule is listed right on, here, what am I on, page 8 of the syllabus. And I see our first one is next week, January 17th, okay, from 8 to 10 p.m. There's a map, there's a link right to a website I have set up for it. So there's plenty of places for you to find information on that. I encourage you to come. You get extra credit points for showing up and completing a 1-page little questionnaire that I'll have about what you're looking at in the night sky. The first one is the lunar, so we'll be looking really closely at the moon, looking at the craters of the moon. But we'll also have deep sky ones where we'll be looking at constellations, nebula, double stars. So you can bring someone with you. Bring a date with you. Bring your grandparents, your parents, your children, your friend, whatever works for you. Okay, and you can come for as little a time as you want or as much. You don't have to be there any special time. You don't have to stay any amount of time. You just have to sign in, and then you'll get extra credit points and do the assignment while you're there. Okay, if you have any questions, again, email me. It was probably the best, but you can call me if you'd like. The number is all in the syllabus. And again, I'm on campus. I'm over in the Health Science HSC building on the second floor. You pop by my office if you want to chat. So good luck. I look forward to interfacing with each of you throughout the term. And I hope you really find this course different and exciting because it's a great topic. All right, good luck.